Always a party at Patchworks. Let's get this party started. Woot, woot. Hi, everyone. This is Julie from Patchworks, and I am so excited that you're joining us for another Must Sew TV tonight here at Patchworks. Tonight, we have so much fun, exciting things planned for you. We have some new fabric lines. We are going to give you an update on Zootropolis 2 with the newest animals that Lisa's been creating. We have some really fun bundles that we're going to be talking about. And yeah, and then we're going to also take a little sneak peek at our holiday boutique of all of the great quilts that we have out on display that are available for purchase. So I have checked in on all of the technology with the chats and such. I can see a couple of you on Facebook here coming through with the chat, but I also have my Facebook open that I'm going to sneak over and hopefully be able to grab some other comments that somehow aren't coming in to our feed. So if you have a question that I haven't answered, I will absolutely do my best to get to that this evening. So we have some really great fun fabric that came in today. Did it come in today? Today. Yesterday. Yesterday? Very soon. It came in recently. It came in recently. It is currently on our website, and it is the gorgeous Dandy Duo that we have been waiting for from Robin Pickens. Let me grab that link for you because I know all of you love, love, love to be able to just scoop up all sorts of great yardage and bundles and things like that. So we're going to take a peek at this fabric line by looking overhead. And this is Dandy Duo. This is Robin Pickens' latest. Ooh, oh, ah. Yes, I can hear it. It is 31 different fabrics in this fabric line. And we are going from the pinky peaches, green, white, yellow, gray, charcoal. So I was talking with some of you, or with one of you today in store, and one of the things that we were commenting on was that the current pink is this really light salmon-y blush, which is absolutely gorgeous, but it's not pink pink. And so it just was an interesting, kind of interesting notice. We get into the greens. So for those of you that have been collecting Robin Pickens for a long, long time, you will know that she had a line called Dandy Annie back several moons ago. We're trying this white background tonight. You're going to have to let me know what you think of the white fabric. If it's brighter, shows the fabric better than the gray background that we've been using just of the work desk. Then I might have to push this up here for you to see all the beautiful grays. And this piece here, this one might just be my favorite. Look at this stunning piece of fabric. Oh, it's so pretty. You have the dandelions, you have these, I love these golden marigold palms of the blooming flower. You have the greens here of the beautiful leaves. And yes, you can eat dandelion leaves if you'd like. And and then you have all of the seeds or wishes just coming off. So super fun, super pretty, so gorgeous. I'm so happy to see all of you hopping in here tonight. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, it looks like we might be getting so many of the comments. This is great. Yay. So thank you for commenting and watching and sharing and all that great stuff. So this here is the fat quarters that I was showing you. We have it in yardage. We have it, look at this, in the half yard brick. Dun, dun, dun. I just love how this is folded now in this hefty brick. Wouldn't you just love having a brick of fabric in a beautiful selection just sitting on your cutting table? Oh, actually, it's more fun to dig into it than to have it just sitting on your cutting table. And then we have the charms, jellies, and layers. Now, for those of you who are interested in playing along in Chatsworth, and this is the last week that we get to be sharing Chatsworth here in store. So if you haven't been able to stop in, make sure to come in this weekend to see it, either tomorrow or Saturday, before we have to ship it back to Doug. We want to make sure that we stay on his good graces to be able to get samples. And this is in the Woodland and Wildflowers by Fancy That Design House. This fabric is not yet quite here yet. It has the grunge background, but then the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fabric that are the 24 focus pieces in the block, and then an accent that is our accent in our flying geese, as well as around the stars. So with the Dandy Annie, our offering, Frank, let's look overhead. I don't have it exactly pulled out, but it is mostly the salmons, greens, yellows, light grays, and then you're going to have an accent with your dark gray and your background of a white. So that is your general palette. It might be tweaked just a titch, but that's your general palette for what the Dandy Duo palette collection looks like. We have openings still available in our program that will be kicking off in January. You will want to sign up sooner than later if you are interested in signing up for the Chatsworth. I'm just going to pop a link to our Chatsworth block of the month option in the comments here. And you also are going to be able to if you had wanted to, you can also just pick up the book and the papers. We're still waiting on some more papers, so they are not online right now, but they will be in stock shortly. All right, so let me know if you have any questions on this. So far, just everybody, ooh, ah, loves it all. It's so, so pretty. And yes, everybody's loving it. Everybody's loving it. All right. That's the best. That's the best when we love pretty fabric, don't you think? It makes everything happy. So back, I don't know if I've ever told you this story. So back, before I was the keeper of Patchworks here, I would, on occasion, I lived over on 124th and Burleigh. So this was even pre-Frank, I think. I think this was yeah, because I didn't know you when I lived on 124th and Burleigh. Okay, so one of the things that I would do, I was remote before working remote was a thing. So, and every now and again, I would just get a little lonely working remote because I'm all about talking to people and, being around things and interacting. And so what I would do is I would come and I would just be in the color here. And so that was really amazing. And I'm sure I ran into Lisa back in the day. I don't recall, but I'm sure we had interactions. And I remember that I would just sit in the corner surrounded by fabric and pull bolts out and just look at them. I think they thought I was the strangest customer that they've ever had, but it was so much fun. And so sometimes that's what I said, being surrounded by beautiful fabric sometimes just makes you happy. All right. Whew. So that was an aside, but got to tell you all the good stuff, right? Now, I showed you last week that we got in this super fun line called Sugarcomb, right? This super cute fabric here by Ruby Star, really cute, and we have bundles of it. We might be out of the half yard bundle, but we can absolutely cut more, so just let me know if we need to cut more. I've been having Heidi cut up a storm. I'll be telling you a little bit more about that later. But so she's just cutting, which is super fun. And this particular fabric line is super fun. But I know some of you were challenged when you saw it. You're like, well, ice cream and push-ups and candy is fun, but what would I do with it? And I was so excited because on the Ruby Star Instagram page, they shared inspiration. So let me share that with you. Oh, let me make my caption go away so you can see that a little better. So this, I just ripped it from their Ruby Stars Instagram page. And look, Karen here, she even mentioned me. She said, oh, Patchworks is carrying the fabric line. Ha! Yes, so right there we see it. And yes, we are carrying the fabric line. So this here, this is a combination of half square triangles that are set in rectangles, okay? So it is set up to be a layer cake friendly pattern. However, we didn't grab the layer cake of this particular line. So you'll have to let me know if layer cakes for Ruby Star collections are something that you're looking for. In the past, we haven't had great success carrying it, so we haven't been stocking them. So we've just been doing the fat quarter and half yard bundles that we've been preparing here in store. So I dropped the comment or the pattern in the comments here. I'm also just going to share my screen right now so that you can see the pattern because it looks nothing like it on the Moda website. We're just using all the technology today. All right, so oops, I got to make the picture go away so you can see my screen. All right, here we go. So I followed the link, which goes to the Mooncake Quilt project sheet. Okay, I think the sample that I showed you was a titch smaller, and you can see this is easily scalable, and the pattern is super, super simple. So if I come down here, so you're grabbing squares together and sewing them. So they're taking 10-inch squares and drawing an X on them so that you're making multiple half square triangles at a time. You're actually making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can count 8 half square triangles at a time doing this method. And then you line them up vertically into these rectangles, which is super cool, and put the rectangles together. And as an interesting addition to this design, is that sometimes the lights are on dark and sometimes the darks are on, sometimes the darks are on the bottom and sometimes the darks are on the top. But most of their combinations, they chose to be mostly high contrast. However, you can see in this that there are a couple low contrast, which also throws in just an element of interest. Of course, you could have it be super scrappy. However, the kind of brilliance of this exact design was that you had 8 half square triangles together in a rectangle. All right. Now, if you were working with fat quarters, of course, you could just make so many more, but you could follow the same principles where you cut out 10-inch squares and then make 8 at a time. Or you could start with 5-inch squares and just make them 2 at a time. Make sense? All right. So much technology, lots of fun things. All right, so while we were in the sharing, and I probably should have stayed on the sharing mode of the free patterns from Ruby Star, I saw on there as I was scrolling through, there was a Santa hat. And you know, there is still time to make a fun Santa hat. And I wanted to share with you the pattern as well as show you what we have in stock that could be fun fur, okay? So let us hop back over. I'm going to share again. I know you hate it when I share all sorts of fun ideas with you. All the fun ideas. So here we go. And this is a Santa Hat project sheet, and they're using print fabric and then Moda Snuggle. Now, I don't even know if Moda Snuggle is a thing anymore. We carry Shannon Cuddle, and the Cuddle Luxe could be super awesome as well for the options for the fur. So I'm just going to pop the link in the comments, and then, okay, let me show you. So this is super simple. You would have to connect some pieces of fabric or pieces of paper in order to get the full size pattern, just because you probably don't have a large format printer at home, so this way you could print it out at home. All right, so that is the pattern. Really simple sewing project. But how are you going to make your fur? So for the fur, what I have available in store. Frank, let's take a peek overhead. So this would also be great for stockings. So we have here a white. This is our Tuscany. And so the Tuscany Luxe, remember Luxes, these are the stuff that are great for those Luxe throws or making infinity scarves. We had chopped up a whole bunch of our Luxe Cuddle into yard chunks and have it available in the store for grab and go next to our infinity scarf demo station. So you'd be able to grab, we can either cut this off the bolt for you, or if you really wanted to grab and go, we do have this color available. So this is Tuscany Ivory. We have, this one's really fun. This is a llama ivory. Oh, we don't want to use the paws. I mean, you could. That could be fun. This one is a great Santa cap or a stocking cover. This is the Seal in Natural. Okay, the Seal in Natural. And then I also have a little bit left of the Sherpa. Okay, and the Sherpa in white. Okay, and Frank just decorated me with a scarf. Okay, because he thought it was a good idea. Oops, I'm probably going over my microphone and driving you crazy. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's just reattach the microphone. No, I was attached. I just was probably like going crunch, 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 crunch. Okay, we're stopping crunching. Pay no attention. Okay, so the infinity scarf. So for the infinity scarf, I just have a sample for you. I don't have a demo. So Frank just lovingly got us some pieces to look at. So you can get 3, long story long, you can get 3 out of a yard of Luxe. And the Luxe ranges between 22 and 35, I think, a yard. And so depending on the pile and texture and the amount of finishing that goes into them. So really, even at the 30-something, you're still looking at, 12 to 15 per scarf, which is a great price point for materials for an all-inclusive gift. If we were to sell you individual scarf kits as available from Shannon, they'd all be, I believe it's either $15.99 or $19.99. So by just making 2 cuts, it's super easy to be, and much more economical to be able to get your cuddle scarves together. So we have a demo station set up in the store, so feel free to pop in and any one of us can give you the rundown of how you can easily put these together. All right. Now, let us pop over and talk about the update on Zootropolis. So I'm going to put the cuddle to the side here, and then we're going to pull out our Zootropolis. All right, so for our Zootropolis, we had a wardrobe changeover on the side, you know. We have Claire and Josie, the kangaroos, and Crosby the chameleon. So this is the kangaroo block. Isn't this adorable? And Lisa put glasses on her. Oh, so cute. So here's the little baby kangaroo, and that's Mama. And then we have the chameleon. And with the Zootropolis pattern, a lot of these animals go across sashing and borders, which adds the extra 3D element to it, which is super fun. So Lisa had gone ahead and just added the outer border on, or the sashing, I'm sorry, the sashing on the chameleon so that you could see how that is attached. So we have the individual block kits available, and they should be on the front page of our website in the Zootropolis block of the month information, and each of the individual blocks are $5.99. Keep in mind these are fabric packs to make the animal. They are not the patterns. The patterns all are available in the Zootropolis 2 book, which are super fun, include all of the zany animals, I believe 27 darling fusible applique animals and more. You have all sorts of bonus fun add-ons that you can dress up your animals, and it also includes some different options for how to put it together. So if you didn't like the bus and you wanted to do a straight set, or you wanted to make some of the Sassafras Lane pillows, all of that information is in the book as well. If you have Zootropolis, the original, at home and wanted to combine and make a super amazing bonus quilt with all of the animals, they're all to the same scale, so that would work as well. All right, so all right, so I just see here a comment from Linda asking about all the choices for the Chatsworth Block of the Month. We are going to wrap up the evening by talking about that. So hold on in there, Linda, and we will be able to show you all of your amazing options for what we have available in store right now. Okay, so next up, we are going to talk about so I didn't show you a bundle of the week today because we've been busy cutting all sorts of other really amazing things. So I want to show you 4 new 6-pack bundles that we put together, and then we have some special things that we've been creating as well. So let's look overhead and start talking about the sale yard bundles. So for our sale yard bundles, we take fabric that would be from our clearance area and we put them together at a super great price. So 6 yards of fabric for $44.99. What? So you can make 2 3-yard quilts. You could make all sorts of great things. So here we took the ABC XYZ, but we didn't choose any of the novelty pieces. We just really took some of the tonals here. So this is just a great neutral pack for making some fun little things. We have a mermaid or under the sea inspired pack. So we have some mermaids, but we also have some great florals, a coral, a lime, some sea plants, and then we brought in this great spark from Ruby Star, which has a titch of gold metallic. Great value $44.99. Ooh, this is fun. Heidi was all about making a skins pack. Ooh, she thought it'd be fun for making this. Now, this could be really, really fun for if you like making like cosmetic bags and things like that. So glam bags, this would be great. And you could just add some black as an accent fabric for that. So 6 great pieces altogether, $44.99. And then the ever so popular sunflower honey. So we made another bundle, another version here of the classic combination. We had sold so many and we had a little bit extra fabric, and so we decided to put more bundles together. So that one is really fun. So I'm not sure if they are up on the website yet or not. We will be adding them in. If you saw something here, please let me know in the comments and I will make sure to invoice you for them so that you can grab onto them. They are limited quantity, but we do have more than one of each. So that is super, super, super exciting. Now, in other exclusive sale bundle type of things, we thought we'd do a couple really special things for the holidays, either for you to give yourself or put on your list for others, or maybe you have a super, super, super special quilty friend that you celebrate with and exchange gifts. And so we put a couple fun things together. So the next 2 things I'm going to show you for sure aren't on our website. I wanted to make sure that those of you joining us had first opportunity to give me dibs on these, and then they will be going on our website later tonight. So this one is limited edition. We put together a custom curated box. We have a couple of these together, and this is for all our contemporary Ruby Star Society fabric lovers. So we have a Christmas curated box, and Frank, let's look overhead. So, ooh, ah, gift wrap. Ooh, ah. So we have a printed panel here that has 4 fat quarters printed on it. And so these fabrics were not released in any other way. We have the super cute mouse with the ball of yarn. We have the super cute octopus in holiday lights. We have the confetti dots, and we have the cat, the Happy Holidays cat. We have a collection of Sarah Watt holiday cards with a blank inside that are perfect for your gift giving needs. We have the panel with 6 amazing Peppermint Please designs. So we have the octopus, we have the mouse. Just see where this is going, are all coordinated. We have the cat, the flurry bear and penguin, and the Happy Holidays, my personal favorite, the Happy Holidays sewing machine in fabric, right? Super cool. Okay. Then we have 8 amazing fat quarters, and these are out of print holiday prints. I made sure to include on all of the focus prints here that the fat quarters were all selvage side, because I know how treasured these selvages are for these particular pieces. And then some great blenders. We have a Happy Holidays blender panel back here where you can make super cute stuffies to go along with that, with your whole holiday collection. But you have this entire collection of holiday things. And to finish it off, you have the mouse ornament to put on your tree. So all of this together, curated, is available at the value price of $99.99. So if you need that shipped out, that is at free shipping. So we only are going to have 2 of these available. They are going to be wrapped like this, and you'll want to make sure to let me know or hop on as soon as that pops on the website, because these are not going to last long. I am certain of it. Isn't that fun? Super fun. The other fun contemporary fabric pack that is being put together is being done as a mystery box. So, oh, we've never done a mystery box here, I don't think. So we are going to do 2 variations of this mystery box. So we're going to be doing Tula mystery boxes that are going to have a combination of some out of print prints, and a whole bunch of really great blenders as well, true colors, ranging from all of Tula's different true color, or all of her different wonderful reorderable basics. We are going to be not putting in the fillers of her designer essentials, so you don't have to worry about getting some filler things of solids in here. And we're also going to be including some other fun Tula fun things in it. So the base of the box is 40 amazing Tula Fête quarters, and then you're going to get other fun stuff. Our 2 different colorways that we're going to be offering to you are the blue, green, violet, and the yellow, peachy, orange, pink. So 2 different. So if you really, really wanted to, you would be able to get both, and you would get completely different fabrics in them. If you and a friend get them, your packs may not be identical, which makes it the mystery box, but I guarantee you this is all first quality, great stuff. And for the Tula lovers out there, it is going to be an absolutely great, great deal. So those packs are running $99 as well, and they are going to be boxed very well as well. So that is going to be posted up there. Those are not available for immediate shipment. Those were taking some orders. They'll be ready to go out next week. But those Ruby Star boxes are ready right now. All right, we will be sharing more details with you, but I wanted to fill you in because you take the time to watch us, so I wanted to make sure that you got that news first. All right, so Frank, can you help me for a moment? We are going to pull out Jackie's progress on the temperature quilt. So we finished up November, and it's time to look at our progress of 11 months. Can you believe that it's almost the end of the year, Frank? He cannot. All right, so let's see. Let's come my way. No. Here we go. Okay, now hold it up. Here we go. Yay. Wait, you're taller than me. Down a titch. There we go. Very scientific. Look at this. So this is the small version. Isn't that gorgeous? And we can see how now everything's cycling back. So we were blue, 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 going into reds and oranges and yellows, and now we're back to blue, which is probably going to be very, very similar to how we see December. So gorgeous. And then we have another one, Frank. We have the large scale, and that one's a little bit more challenging for the 2 of us to hold. But we're excited to share this with you. And so excited that Jackie makes sure to stop by to let us share it with you. All right, so let's come back a little bit. Here we go, and I need to walk over this way. So this is so pretty, and you can see that she's embroidered the month at the top of each column. Super pretty. So this one is spotted, and the other one that we had was thatched. So Frank, if you can put this on the back counter, and then we'll be able to fold it after the show. Thank you, Frank. All right. We have one other thing that I want to talk about, and then we're going to go back and recap about our Chatsworth, since that's super exciting. So going back, on Friday, we unveiled, ooh, we're going to be able to really go back there. Ooh. So on Friday, right? Friday? We opened our holiday boutique. Well, kind of on Friday. We were still making it all happen. So really Saturday was the first big day that our holiday boutique was open. And I just want to share with you a few pieces from there, and then we're going to go and take a little walk. But I didn't know we were going to be able to walk around, so I brought a couple pieces. And what our holiday boutique is that it is a combination of many of the favorite samples that you have seen hanging around the shop that have been retired, okay? So I can't sell the pattern or don't have any fabric for you anymore, and so we just can't hang them anymore. And we want to give you the opportunity to take them home with you. So these are priced really, 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 really well because they've been hanging in the shop and people have touched them and that sort of thing. So if you are surprised at how economical that these are, that is the reason. So this one, oh, this is one of my favorite pieces. This is the coffee table runner here. I love, 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 love it. And so just to give you a little bit of information here, this is 20 by 43 and it is $60 for the runner. So that is such a great price, and you know, that doesn't even cover the cost of all the materials and long arm quilting. So, but I'd rather have it go home with you and make somebody happy than it cry here in the dark. That'd be really sad. We had this really fun table runner here, and this was so fun with basic gray fabrics. This is a $50 runner. And this quilt here, so we have a larger version of this sparkle hanging in our front foyer that we did with Fancy That Design House. You can back up a little bit without going to it, just there, yep. So this is a 3 by 4 set of this sparkle done with some Robin Pickens holiday fabric from a few years gone by. Would be a great wall hanging, or it could also be a pretty large table topper, 34 by 44, and this one here is $90. And I love the red finish of that binding. So you'll want to make sure that you come on in. Now let's see, Frank did set us up here. So I'm going to see if I'm able to go for a walk. We need to turn the lights on, Frank. So I'm going to go for a walk and see if I'm able to show you some more stuff. Now I'm away from the comments here, so I'm not really able to see you. And I can't walk too far away so I don't lose the reception here. But you can see we have all sorts of quilts and projects. And we're putting out even more quilts as the different ones are sold off of the wall. I might have to come back here. I think I'm losing you. Here we go. So you can see that we have just so many different things to be able to share, from pillows to quilts. Now, you know that most of our quilts are not full-size bed quilts, so, but we have lots of really great things, so come and check it out, and yeah, really fun. Hopefully you had a little bit of decent reception on that. And now we're coming back. Let's switch the camera, Frank. All right, so thank you for hanging out with us. We are going to finish our night talking about Chatsworth again and sharing with you a little bit about those fabrics so that you can see them, and because we know that you want to make your choices before time runs out. So, original cover quilt. Fancy That Design House, Woodland and Wildflowers with this beautiful grunge background. For our Dandy Duo that just came in, I didn't pull the exact fabrics, but I want to show you the general flavor of it. So Frank, let's look overhead. We have these beautiful salmons and peaches and limes and marigolds and light gray with our accent of charcoal and our background of a white. Okay, so that is Dandy Duo. Really fun, very beautiful. No matter which one you choose, it would be $249.99 for the program, and that includes all of the fabric that you need for the front and the binding. Back is on your own. It includes the book. Doug is sharing 3 bonus projects. We are going to share 3 bonus projects with you on top of that. We will be including the papers, the braided flying geese papers that I don't currently have in stock. The throw is 74 by 88. To make it bigger, well, we just can add more fabric, right? And I know that a few of you are, I'm working with you to make sure that we can add it a little bit bigger. Bluish by Zen Chic. Don't be scared by this print because all the pieces are cut up pretty small. So the thing that is really nice is that here is that you'll see just a little accent of color along the way. So you have some deeper blues, some delfts, some light blues, some denims, and this quilt has been shown in its right back cover, but we also see it a little bit bigger here, okay? So that one is super pretty. And you can see here that the little splashes of color just add a little accent. There's not overwhelming. You aren't losing your blue, okay? So that is the bluish version. Then we have our French General that Frank is going to bring over for me. Maybe. And here, I'm just trying to peek here to see if we've moved around. I think this is our pack that we've been playing with. It's the General Feel. It might have gotten moved from where, so the General Feel, I don't think I grabbed the right stack. But no, it's, I don't know which one it is over there. No. Okay. So this is the general feel for French General, and we have this as our background and the caramel as the accent. The red here, I was not thinking that the red would be a great accent, even though the red is beautiful. I was thinking that we wouldn't have as much of a zip if we had the red come out, okay? And then we do have our ruby star, and I apologize, Linda, that I wasn't prepared to show all the fabric selections tonight, so I don't have that within arm's reach. So we have the Dandy Duo, the Bluish, the French General, the Woodland and Wildflowers, and then the gorgeous Ruby Star, which is going to have a scrappy low volume background. Lots of really great fun choices, and let me know what you think. And I hope that we are going to have a lot of fun playing around with that. We have a full description of the program on our website, and also that same additional information is available in store for you to talk to any one of us about it. So we hope that you are excited to participate next year with that. So as members of that program, there will also be some additional programming for you as members of that Block of the Month program. For those of you that are not participating in the program, do not worry. We will still have lots of fun. We'll still be doing our Thursday nights and our broadcasts like that. And there'll be other, if that quilt's not your jam, we'll be doing other fun things along the way. We just wanted to add in some additional programming for the coming year. So I'm just going to quick hop over and see if I can see any additional questions. I don't see any additional questions right now. I will pop through the comments after we're done and make sure that I answer anything that I might have missed. We have lots of great things happening. It's December right now, so from that new fabric, we have a little bit of a slowing down of things. We are waiting for the Woodland and Wildflowers by Fancy That Design House, which will be part of our Block of the Month program. But if you're not doing that, it's still available for purchase outside of that. We are also waiting on Starry by Ruby Star Society. That is a reprint of a basic that they have, and we love stars and all sorts of different backgrounds and basics. It's going to be great. And then the other one that we're waiting on is X's and O's. XO. So that's just the ones like top of my mind that are coming soon. We have a Patrick Lose Valentine that you'll be seeing next week as well. All right. And one last thing that I want to do is scan around the room to show you if Frank can switch things. So Heidi has been busy as we changed our store for Fabricalooza, and then we were busy putting it back in order. And what we did is we put all of our blenders together. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop over here to show you because it's really cool. All right, so Frank, my finger's in the way?
No, it isn't.
Okay, so we put the whole store, the perimeter here, in color order. We put all of the different blends together. And then the solids in color order. Oh, isn't that pretty? So, it's gorgeous. All right, let's flip back, Frank, so I don't make anybody seasick. All right, so I just have to applaud all of everyone's efforts for making that happen, because everyone was involved with moving the fabric back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So I just also want to give them a thank you for making sure that the store just looks so amazing. Oh, couldn't do it without them, because, well, I'd be buried underneath piles of fabric if I tried, right? All right. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. I hope you saw something great. newest line of fabric, Dandy Duo by Robin Pickens, in store and on the website. It's the last weekend to see the Chatsworth quilt. Some great boxes and bundles coming your way, available. So just let us know if you're interested in acquiring one of them. Have a great night, happy quilting, and we'll see you soon.